Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second edition of Monkey Island Madness on a regular Monday. I just showed the Australia journal that I put together over the weekend, and now I'm going to work on either the Wednesday prompt or um, Rach's new prompt for this week. Rach's new prompt is landscapes. Um, I did not buy one, Teresa. I just saw them at Michael's. Um, okay, hubby's in the hospital and you still can't drive. Oh my gosh, Monique. Well, I'm glad you have the option of grocery delivery. I would love it, only I'd never leave my house. So, um, the prompts that I have left, I've worked on a couple of them quickly this morning while Dee Dee was streaming, and I'm still behind, obviously. It's going to take me forever to catch up. Um, on our Wednesday prompts, um, I've got napkin, and this is the one we did the other day of collage, which for me was hard because I'm not a collage person, but now that I look at it, I'm cool with it. I like it. Um, I can't remember. Oh, I put the list back here. I've still got to do monochromatic and fiber and calligraphy and napkins. So I thought today I would just do the calligraphy one because when we ended stream the last time, we were working on these magical papers, um, testing them out with my new little shaker bottles. So for those of you who don't know, I put all my magical powders in little shaker bottles. So we had to test them out, and they worked awesome. I'm so glad I did it. Thank you, Judy. Um, no, the one with the flamingo you took with you. Oh, that one was, I have the face one on that. It's, it's like a traveler's notebook, Teresa, and this is the one that Eileen bought me. And then the flamingo one is just a different design of this same journal. We ordered them from Joggles. Eileen was a little excited because mine got kind of lost, but this I haven't totally set up yet. And that flamingo one that I bought, I ended up giving to Jen's daughter. And I don't regret for a moment giving it to her. She wanted it. She wanted one so bad. She was like, "Oh, where can I order that? Where can I order that?" And I was like, you don't have to. Here, you can have this one. So I gave her my flamingo one, and I'm not going to reorder it because I've got this one, and then I'm just being a pig. So, yeah. But I am going to do my handwriting in this one. And I got this from Joggles. And the cover itself, believe it or not, is very inexpensive. It's like $8 or something. But each of these inserts are like $5 each. So don't think you're getting out of that whole order cheaply. Yeah, that was not a cheap thing. So, yeah, try there. Now, Michael's did not have these. They did not have these. But yeah, I want that flamingo one, and maybe someday I'll break down and buy it. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. I did this morning, when we finished the other day, we were talking about the magicals and the backgrounds that we did. So I'll show you the backgrounds after they're dry. This one I love. I love, love, love it. And I was tempted to do this for Rach's landscape background, and I may still yet, but I'll show you the idea I have for that. So there's that one. This one I loved when it was wet, but after it dried, those petals, I didn't like the way those petals dried. So this one I probably will cut up and only use pieces of it. This one came out awesome too. I love this one. This one could be a great landscape background. And then this one again, this is on real lightweight paper. It got that river in the middle, which is, I mean, it's still cool looking, but it's still, yeah. I didn't like that river of color. I like it when they're more like this. So the whole magical in little shaker bottles was a hit. I love it. I'm glad I did it. It was well worth the time and trouble that it took. But then right when we were ending the last time, we were messing with that collage stuff, and I said I wanted to use this man and the ship. And then Eileen had, since she's not here, we're going to go ahead and use her idea anyway. For the calligraphy prompt, and that's a Wednesday prompt. That is not a Rach prompt. She had suggested red sky at night, sailor's delight, red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So I went ahead this morning and kind of spaced it out and wrote it. But I thought, well, I'll wait and actually do the lettering while I'm on stream. And then I'm going to go ahead and paste these two guys down. So, and these were out of collage material that Norma was kind enough to send me. And then also while I was in Oz, I had given Mandy, which is Jen's daughter, the one I gave the journal to, I also gave her my my brush pens that I had ordered from Wish. I had them with me, and she's interested in learning. So I said, well, here, you just have mine. I gave her everything. That's why I couldn't art. Not really. I'm lying. But anyway, I ordered these on the Wish app, and then when I got home, I just reordered them, and they came the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and use them. And they come in different size nibs. You get a small one, and it's the rubber tip, and I love it. You get medium, and I think it's a rubber tip. Let me check. I don't remember. I hadn't used them much. Yeah, it's got the nice rubber tip too. And then this one, the big one, I know is a felt tip. So I'll crush it in like no time at all. So I'm going to use 6 on this because I don't have that much room. But I did go ahead and just kind of write it out. So my spacing and everything, I knew the spacing would work. And I would suggest if you're going to do lettering, do write it out in pencil beforehand. Don't just dive right in. Thanks, Norma. Those rivers wreck the designs. Like, I like them better when it's all spread out. Yeah. And Teresa, one of the things I've learned is if you use a heavier weight absorbent stock, you don't get those puddles. Hi, Mac. I think I said hi, Lynn. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead, and now it helps me if I can see. So I'm going to go ahead and give the lettering a try. And I'm doing brush lettering as opposed to like what you would normally think of as calligraphy. But calligraphy actually just means beautiful writing. So I'm not sure if it's going to be beautiful or not, but we're going for it. And I did, I worry about using my pens on top of the Magicals, and I'm going to trash out the pens. So I did go ahead and spray this, and you can't really see, but I did spray this with a workable fixative so I wouldn't trash out my pen. And I haven't practiced my brush lettering much since I've been home. And when I'm thinking, I go silent, so I'm sorry. Another thing, by writing it out beforehand, you're less likely to make a spelling error. Sorry I got quiet. You know, sailor makes a lot more sense, and yet I grew up saying shepherd in this little ditty. Oh, really? This is actually, when I went to look it up and make sure that I had it right, actually, it originated in the Bible. Jesus said something about red sky at night means a beautiful day. And I kind of had to squeeze it in here, but that's okay. Okay, when I look on the camera, it looks good. So I'm good with that. The paper's given a little, and that's why it's a little weird right now. Cool. I'm good with that. Now I'll let that dry real good. I guess I can go ahead and glue the pieces on. I hadn't thought about what I was going to use to put them on. Probably a glue stick would be fine, would be my guess. Oh, I need to fussy cut him just a little bit around his neck. I am such a bad fussy cutter, you guys. Oh my god, I hate fussy cutting. Do it with an X-Acto. Thank you, Judy. No. The rest of it, I wasn't necessarily going to color him in darker, but he's not quite as black as I would like, so I may end up blackening him. Okay, I'm probably going to have to, before I can erase the lines in the back, I'm going to have to let this really, really dry, because when I just put my fingers on it, that ink is just sitting on top of that spray fixative, so I think I'll use a glue stick to put them down. But yeah, I like that, and it satisfies the calligraphy prompt. Hi, Beth Ann. Beth Ann is one of my YouTube viewers, so everybody make her feel really comfortable here and welcome, because I have bragged about how friendly you guys are. So don't turn me into a big fat liar. No, I can't. I shouldn't even say that, because the fibs are awesome. And I use an Elmer's. Oh, I should show you guys. I'm using an Elmer's Extreme glue stick. But Z got me one. She said you could buy it at Michael's, I think. I may have shown you already, though. I don't know. I don't know why I like the silhouette of this man so much. Kind of just looking off into the sunrise, sunset, whichever it is. It can be either. But I really like the silhouette of that guy. But Z bought me it's a much smaller glue stick for journaling, I guess, or scrapbooking, one or the other. But I used it the other night in the Beast, and I really liked it. And none of this stuff is popping up or anything. I used a lot of double-sided tape in that Australian journal. Because some things were kind of thick, you know, so... I want to say I have a bone folder I guess I could use to burnish this down and save my thumbnail. Now I want to erase all those pencil lines, but I don't dare. In fact, I may, well, I can't spray it. I've got to just wait until it dries. Yeah, it's still too wet to mess with, so... So as far as I'm concerned, this satisfies the calligraphy quote, and I'm done with that now. And I'm not spending as much time or as much effort on the Wednesday prompts as I am Rachel's prompts. Oh, and I didn't realize Rach had said when she started the Artful Evidence Facebook group that she had said she was only going to do it for 20 weeks. Well, I didn't realize that. I guess Eileen and I had assumed. How the heck? Well, every time I move the camera up or down, it goes crooked. So, yep, there's the piece of art. We thought it was going to be for a whole year. Well, it turns out it was only for 20 weeks. So she did a poll this weekend to see if we wanted to continue. I think she's having to go back to work or something because I know she was on break. And she may not be able to do the weekly videos. But I think the consensus was that the Artful Evidence prompts are going to continue. I don't know how long. I don't know if it's going to be forever. I'm not sure that I can commit, to forever. But yeah, so far they're still fun. So, and I think I designed and made this journal to hold. Oh, I can't put this in yet. To hold what? 50, I think it was 52. Because we thought it was a year-long prompt. So anyway, that satisfies the calligraphy prompt. So now I'm really excited. And then the other one that I was going to work on, and it's going to be boring for you guys, is what I'm afraid, is the landscape. Because let me look what I've got left for, and you guys can make some suggestions. I don't really care what I work on because I've got to get them all done. Let's see. I've got flourishes, which I don't even have an idea for that. Crackle, I have to make the crackle stuff, so those probably aren't even options. I like this one a lot. I love doing that one. And then this week is, yeah, landscapes. So I had thought, because remember when the second week of the Wednesday prompts, I chose a song lyric, and I used this little guy and said, "Fly me to the moon." So when I heard landscape, my initial thought was, oh, do a moon landing, like a moon landscape, and use the monsters again, right? Thanks, Beth Ann. Oh, Dorothy, are you talking about Rach? She wanted some idea for topics. I'll give her a bunch of topics. I can always come up with something. I dumped all my collage fodder in one giant bin. Then I stood there thinking, oh my, what have I done? Been there, done that. That's funny. So I was thinking, oh man, a moonscape could be really fun because then I could go ahead and use my Bo Bunny monster stamps again. But then last night when I was laying in bed, I thought, you know what sounds really fun to me is a candy, like a Candyland prompt where I get to draw candy. Do you not have a Tim Holtz flourish stencil you could put texture paste through? I don't think I do, Teresa. And I'm more inclined to probably draw something. I could do mixed media. But anyway, so this morning I was sitting here thinking, because I was awake last night thinking, maybe I want to do like a candy prompt, like a candy landscape, like you just were dropped into the middle of the Candyland game. And so this was kind of what I was thinking. This was my thumbnail of doing those great big lollipops, those swirl lollipops and gumball machines and gumdrops, and I could put a quote, "Life is sweet," or something like that. So I sat here this morning and kind of, well, my initial thought was this, where I do like an intersection of where the the pieces land and then do something around it. But then I thought, no, that everything gets too small then. But I thought one thing that would be fun in that would be a signpost that said like Licorice Lane one way and something else another way. All right, Dorothy, I'll write myself a note to send Rach ideas. I know she was looking for moderators because I know she probably is not going to have time to be doing it, and I don't know how much time it takes. But she did go ahead and appoint some new mods for the group or administrators. So this morning while Dee Dee was collaging, I went ahead and just drew out based on my thumbnail sketch because I always kind of do a thumbnail first to see what feels good. Is it balanced? Is it going to look good? And if you're ever going to do drawing like that, do a thumbnail. You'll save yourself a lot of heartache later. So this was kind of, and it's drawn real light in graphite, of my Candyland landscape. So if you guys want, I'll go ahead and do this. I have not decided yet if I want to do it in black ink or I think I will. Read and chat real quick. So anyway, what do you guys think? I'm kind of liking this. I think I'll go ahead and draw if you have ideas of what you want. But I think the outside of it, I'm going to go ahead and draw in black ink and then color it in, much like a coloring book or something. All right, here we go. Get some cushion underneath for myself. And this is honestly just on regular copy paper. So what I use on top of it is going to affect. I could go ahead and start over on the heavier weight. I probably should have done it on that to begin with. Anyway, all right, here's my pen. I did do the circles with a template. And I probably, all right, you like the Candyland idea? All right, then we're going for it. I'll go ahead and at this point, it doesn't matter where you start, just start. So again, I'll probably get quiet because I get quiet when I draw. If you have stuff you want added, go ahead and say so. Because if I'm gonna add stuff now, I don't want to be inking. So, Happy Land, mini Happy Land, Candyland memories. Me too. I love Candyland the game. But I can draw M&Ms and stuff away from the path. Yeah, I'm going to ink it. If I don't like it, it's still just paper and ink, and I can always trash it, right? But it might have been fun to use those magical backgrounds, too. Because this now I'm going to have to color the whole thing. Can you guys see okay, or would you rather be down closer? This is going to be landscape, Lynn. And I'm just doing a Candyland landscape. And these are jelly bean bushes here. And then this is like a row of gumdrops. Because I was trying to think of all the road should be graham crackers. They could be graham crackers, or I was thinking just real colorful, like the Candyland game. Doesn't matter to me. Graham crackers could be fun. That's just a sucker. I know, and Eileen would be shocked that I'm um, not using a ruler, right? I will get the template out for the big circles, though. I could use Wink of Stella. I don't have stickles, Teresa, believe it or not. I'm just not a stickles person, so I don't have. I know people find that hard to believe, but I don't have any stickles at all. I have glue and glitter. I could make my own. All right, let me get the circle template. You're a big kid now and playing with things people learned a long, long time ago. We don't have swings. Oh, okay. I don't know what size these were, so I'm going to have to figure it out. Nope, it's got to be this one. I love the gumball machines. Really love the gumball machines. And you may not be able to tell they're gumball machines until I start coloring. You're liking where it's going, Lindsay. You're such a creative thinker. Thank you, Lynn. This kind of reminds me of the movie Wreck-It Ralph. I never saw Wreck-It Ralph. Use embossing powder on the candy cane white stripes to make them really pop. But Teresa, you are full of crazy ideas. Crazy good ideas, not crazy, crazy ideas. What I really wanted to do was draw these spiral suckers. Honestly. Oops. Oh, you dope. That's alright, I'll have to fix that. But that's really why I started drawing this, was because I wanted to draw the circular suckers and do them somewhat realistic, you know, because I've never done that, and to me it sounds fun. That does not count as a ruler, okay? I know, Teresa's replacing Eileen, yeah, as my boss today. Yeah, she is. She's doing pretty darn good, too. Eileen, watch out. Your job may be up for grabs, girl. Not, she'll be my boss as long as she wants the job. I worry more about her firing me. And I'm quitting down here because I'm going to draw gumdrops in. I'm just not sure. I think I'm going to use like stippling or something for the gumdrops rather than a solid black line. Alright, I'll pull out a little bit so you can kind of get an idea of the whole thing. So I've got suckers and gumball machines, and I can do M&Ms laying around, whatever. I think I'm trying to think right now. Because I originally thought I would draw this in colored pencil. And I think I'm actually going to leave this space up here for a quote, like life is sweet or something like that. Ooh, you got it for 29 bucks. Yay, Suze. I love that. Of course, now this time of year, I don't want a heating pad, but I love that heating pad set. And then I thought the other thing up here, depending on what I do over here with the words, candy cane clouds could be really fun too. But, yeah, don't know yet. So now the challenge is going to be making these suckers look good. We'll start with the candy canes because I think I can do pretty good at that. Yeah, the things I'm not sure about yet, I'm going to go ahead and leave. Now I've got to decide what medium I want to use. Do I want to use colored pencil? I don't want to use watercolor on this paper. So my choice is either, I could do the base art in these super tips. Probably like Dee Dee does. And then, shade it with the colored pencils. Where did I see that goof up? I'm going to fix that right now while I'm thinking about it. And for all of these, I will go ahead and pull up a reference piece of art. I mean, I could do a candy cane for sure, but I want to make sure that my shadows and everything are good. So I use reference art for pretty much everything. I'm looking for a red pen here. I use my little silica pen. It's real fine point. What does it say? 0.25. Okay. And I'm doing different stripes on each of them. They're not going to be identical, so that's why this one looks different than the other one. Okay. Hi, Jean. As drawn. Not paying any attention. All right, I'm trying to think which markers I want to use. I have every kind known to man, so that's one of the things that makes it hard. But now I've got some small areas, so I need maybe a fine tip. Alright, I'm just going to go with the Papermate for them real quick, since I know I can do a fine tip with this. And one of them I may add green stripes even. Because I can. It's mine. So I hope you guys are doing something, not just sitting watching me. It's got to be boring as hell. You're working on stencils. Yay, you. Did you get all your files back, Jean? Boy, that should be a lesson to not just you, to all of us. Remember to back up your hard work because, that would have made me just heartsick. And again, it is Memorial Day, you guys, so take some time to remember our armed forces and people who have literally given their life so that we can be free. Okay, good, Beth Ann. And all the city people will be going home. I mentioned that earlier, so that makes me a very, very happy girl. It's been stupid this weekend. Ugh. And then tomorrow we're going to do our old coffee club over at Mary's house. Only I don't know if Jan is going to bring Mary or if we're going to go in and see Mary later. But yeah, we're going to go over to Mary's house tomorrow, which kind of, I haven't been back over there since Mary's been gone. So it kind of makes me sad. But yeah, we're going to do coffee at Mary's house tomorrow. Which, for those of you that are new, Mary was my little 96-year-old, 96, 97, 98, I don't know. She got really old. Anyway, that has gone to a nursing home. And we used to have coffee together every morning. And, yeah, so we haven't done it since Mary's been gone. Alright, so we have 3 different designs for candy cane. Mary's doing good. Yeah. I think as good as can be expected. I mean, I think that's about the only way you can put it, is that Mary's doing probably as good as you can expect, given that she's 90, going to be 98 this year in October. So, yeah, it'll be kind of interesting. I'm going to look up a sucker image. Maybe I should do it on my Kindle, so I can choose colors for these. Because the things that I know what color I want, it's easier to fill in the other colors later. Where is my... I hate Safari. There we go. Do it real colorful, or do I want just 1 or 2 colors? Yeah, because you can get those in like rainbow colors. You can get them in single colors. I kind of am wanting to do a multicolor one. Alright, here, I'll pull this up for you guys. Sucker. Here, let's see here. See, this is a real colorful one. I wanted more than just that. Why is this being so different than it used to be? Used to be I could just pull up and it would be like a whole... That's the kind of sucker I'm talking about. Yeah, I do cherish the memories. And after I'm over there and I'm yakking at Jan and Elaine and stuff, I'll be fine. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just the whole idea of going back there, and I don't know, I'm such a sap. I guess I should put, rather than sucker, I could put lollipop images or something, because when you do sucker, man, you get a bunch of crazy stuff. Like you get the bottom of fish. I mean, you get everything. So maybe lollipop would be a better choice, right? I'm not finding what I really like. There we go. Now we're doing better. Ooh, baby, that's better. Yeah, see, like this one, you can do them all one color. All right, you guys are going to have to help me decide here if I want to do... I better be careful because some of these can be nasty. Nasty, nasty. Maybe I'm going to end up doing something like that. Do one colorful and another red and white and then green and purple. You need green and purple to satisfy Eileen. Eileen is not here. I'm doing everything pink today because she's not here. Try handmade lollipop. Not everyone calls them suckers. Probably, yeah. Excuse me, orange for Eileen. Yeah, I'll put orange in there. The bottom of fish. Yeah, you know, like the, you know what I'm talking about. You guys are so funny. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pencil in real quick. Thinking. You guys, I'm so indecisive sometimes. I want to hit myself. I want it to look realistic, you know, somewhat. It's not going to look completely realistic. Someday I'm going to give myself that little challenge. All right, what are you talking about? Lollipop, lollipop, sun going to man. Oh, God, I wish you hadn't done that, Teresa. Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about, Mac. Those sucker things on the bottom of octopus arms or whatever. Teresa, I could kick your butt for saying that. Now that's going to go through my head the rest of the dang day. Now I kind of got the feel for how this is going to go. And I'll pick up this graphite with a kneaded eraser. This better turn out as cool as I think it's gonna. I'm gonna be mad, mad, mad. Well, you might be getting a lesson in what not to do today, right? Mac, now I'm going to have to kick your ass too. Oh my god. Now they're singing lollipop songs in chat, so that I'm going to have these brainworms of these crazy songs like, I'm not sure I want to do this to the YouTube audience, but like on the Good Ship Lollipop, Shirley Temple singing on the Good Ship Lollipop. Yep. That's what they're doing to me. Giving me these brainworms, or earworms, whatever you call them. Some kind of worm that I don't want. I know that. Yeah. And I don't know if Eileen ever watches the recording, but Eileen, if you watch the recording, know that we're all still thinking about you, praying for you, hoping everything is going awesome with your mother. And maybe awesome's asking too much, but at least she's getting a little bit better every day. Maybe that's the best we can ask for, right? Sing it around Robert to get him singing it, then you can giggle. Robert doesn't sing. Oddly enough, and I said this to somebody one time and they were real surprised, Robert likes gospel music. If I sang on the Good Ship Lollipop to Robert, he probably would not even know the song, believe it or not. Yeah, he probably wouldn't even know the song. As odd as that sounds. He listens to country western or gospel, and that is pretty much Robert's music selection. I like all kinds of music, but he's fairly particular about his music. And in the car, he listens to the Sirius or whatever, and I put on my headphones. You just told Alexa to sing Good Ship Lollipop. All right. Now, I've drawn this in graphite, which I don't want the graphite as part of the design, right? So what I'll do now is I'm going to pick up the graphite with my kneaded eraser. Oops, I just threw something. And I'll do them one at a time. I'm kneading my eraser. That's why Robert would like Branson. I know, Norma, we love it over there. Every time we come, we have an amazing, fun time. And it's all, well, I enjoy that too. I mean, I enjoy Robert's kind of music, but most often than not, I will listen to oldies rock. He can't stand oldies rock. So, yeah. But yeah, he does. We both love it in Branson for the selection of entertainment, for sure. And this will be kind of in the background, but just enough as guidelines for me. So if you don't have a kneaded eraser, you need to get one, because this is one of the things that they're uber good for. They're great for shading. When I shade later, if I shade with graphite, I don't even know if I'll shade with graphite. Yeah, this is one thing that a kneaded eraser is awesome for. Now, I don't mind if the lines going around are dark, because that's going to be in the shadow.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Let's see who it is.
An idiot.
Hello?
Hi, this is Ann. I'm calling to let you know that we have been granted a limited help enrollment.
It's a recording, so we can't screw with her. Bummer, dude. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the spiral back in, because I don't mind if it's there. It's going to be a shadow, right? But the lines for the actual candy, I don't want showing. So I wish one of those people would have the guts to call me live again. I'll have them crying before they get off the phone. Please, they don't pay me enough for this. Oh, Norma, you will definitely know when we're headed that way. And we've been talking with Robert's cousin. We need to get over and see them. You know, I think it's easy to forget how much time passes since you saw people last. But none of those people are getting any younger. And I would feel horrible if something happened to one of them and we're this close and we had just failed to go visit. So that's really been on my mind lately. So I want us to go do that. I really do. I'm not going to put it off too much longer, because okay, Carol, we'll see you later. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you so much. And good luck. If any of us can do anything for you, if you need anything, please give us a holler. Now I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to get out the Verithin colored pencils because they hold a point better. Man, nah, I got some colors right here. I'll just use them. Alright, so what colors do I want? I want yellow. I want a really pretty green. Really pretty green. Like Kelly green. Okay, I'll use, no, that's not a good green. Actually, I should do this in Crayola colored pencils. Where is the good, really pretty Kelly green? There's grass green. We'll get that one out. Maybe that'll be it. Need a good orange. I've got pencils spread out all over this damn house. I swear I must, because they're not in here. There's my good orange, I think. Nope, that's not it. Sorry for the noise. There's orange. I need to get some of my replacement pencils out is what I need to do. I want a bright red. Or maybe, no, maybe a darker red. Maybe that one. And then a light blue, I think. The blue I'm looking for isn't here. What did I do with that? Ugh. I know what one I want. I'm like Dee Dee. I don't necessarily know the names of the colors that I want. I know the color that I want. Wish I could send you all or many telemarket and fraud debt collector calls. They are relentless around here lately at all hours of the day. Yeah, we get a lot of phone calls, but and the only time, honestly, I promise you, the only time I ever pick up is when I'm on stream, so I can jack, so you guys can laugh with me about jacking with them. But otherwise, no, I don't answer them. But when I have answered them, one thing I'm recognizing is more and more of them are recorded calls. And one thing that's really starting to hack me off is that the recorded calls will now leave messages on my voicemail. And I'm not great about answering my voicemail anyway. I just forget to look. But it ticks me off that the recordings will leave a message and waste my time. I wish there was some way to block it completely. And I know you can block it on your phone, but you've got to have the number, and the numbers are changing all the time. That's the problem. I'm sharpening my pencils, so I have a good point here on all of them. And I may not get much done on this today. It doesn't matter to me either way. I'll keep working on it later on. All right. Got it. Got it. Let's start right here with the yellow. And this is canary yellow I'm using. I'll try as best I can to tell you what color I'm using, okay? And I may go ahead and erase that graphite further because I really don't want it showing. And this guy's little tiny. Oh, it comes up with your number on the caller ID. Well, that's a new one on me. I haven't seen that. I have seen them use numbers that are my prefix, so it looks like it would be a neighbor calling. That annoys me too. A lot of things annoy me. Surprise! I'll shade all of this later. I'll just get the colors blocked in right now. And I'll add the highlights at the end too. Not just the shadows, but the highlights as well. I'm not going to leave them in now. You can try and do that, but I think it's easier at the end when you kind of get an idea of the whole thing. All right. The green, I'm still not sure about this green. That's not exactly. I want a limer green, I think. All right, I got to get a limer green. Maybe, let me see this one. No, that's too neon. Here, let me see this one. Not pretty enough. All right, that's the green. And look at this pencil. This is from an old one that the lead just comes right out of. I've had to tape it on the end to keep the lead. And I should just throw it away and get a new one out. But, yeah, I'm just a pain that way. It makes it a little hard to sharpen. I pull the lead out to sharpen it. The theme on this one is landscape. And so I'm just doing a Candyland landscape. And when I'm doing stuff like this, I know everybody's going, oh, you could do this so much faster, blah, blah, blah. I enjoy just the process of doing this. So there may be faster, easier ways. This is my way, and I like it. How about that? How about that, sports fans? On the lighter colors, I erased to make sure that the graphite isn't going to show. this tag? Yeah, it's relaxing to me too, Beth Ann. I could do this, honestly. I could spend all day, every day, just drawing stuff and coloring it. I could do that. Kind of like the circle damask that I did, just sit and draw on those circles. After I got off stream, I went and turned on, it might have been the next day or something. I don't know that I did it the same day. But I went and turned on Netflix and binged Netflix while I did that. I could be doing that still today. To me, that was really enjoyable. Other people are like, oh my God, it drives me crazy. Nope, I could do that all day. All day. Especially if there's something interesting in the background that I'm enjoying. I should have my curtain open so I could be watching all the people packing up and leaving. I should be out dancing in the street as they drive by, going, woohoo, woohoo. Hope you spend all your money this weekend so you won't be back next. Well, you could go swim here, except that because it's been so cool up until just recently, the water's going to be cold as all get out. The water hasn't had a chance to warm up yet. But the pools are all open. The pools open this weekend. They all open before this weekend. They all make sure that they're open. And you know the lake is still going to be cold. That's a huge body of water to have to warm up. So I'm sure there weren't many water skiers unless they had wetsuits this weekend. But I don't know. We don't go out on the lake on holiday weekends ever. I mean, that would not happen in my lifetime. We don't go to restaurants, and we don't go on the lake. Just too many icky people. I suppose if I didn't live here and only got to come here on the weekends, I'd feel a lot different. But when I live here, yeah, I don't like these people. And I'm so spoiled. I was thinking last night, because normally when I go out after dark, it's absolutely silent outside. You hear maybe bugs off in the distance, whatever, but it's pretty silent out. And last night I went out and I could hear people talking, I could hear music, I could hear just all the noises from people being around, and I was like, how can you people come here and ruin an entire way of life? I was just like so put out. And I thought, you are such a selfish wench. I swear, like, I was really pissed off. Like, y'all need to just stay home. Don't come out here and make all this noise. Dogs barking, it's just like, I bet your neighbors wherever you live don't like you too. Run around naked, screaming and yelling, and they will definitely not come back. These are neighborhood pools, Cheryl, that the homeowners pay for. So they want them open this weekend. And then they don't usually close until after Labor Day. Regardless of weather, they stay open. Of course, down here we have such long, hot, dry summer, as a rule. That, people use the pools, no doubt about it. And I imagine even with the water cold, and it had to be, I bet the kids were over in the pools. I'll bet you $100. I'll talk to the caretakers after they all leave and find out what this scoop was on the weekend. That's a pretty sucker. I'm going to like this. I'm such a whiner, huh? If your entire way of life was ruined, you would whine too. You have a right to peace in your own home. I don't hear a lot of it indoors, Beth Ann. That's the one good thing. If I could hear their nonsense indoors, I'd be really hacked off. But that's one nice thing about my house is it's pretty soundproof. The other night when the sirens were going off when that young lady got killed, I heard the sirens that night, and then I went outside, and they went on forever. I'm not kidding. Oh, I thought those sirens would never end. But it was just so much emergency personnel coming out here because there were 3 people, at least 3, maybe more, involved in that accident that they had to transport. They had to transport all of them. So that went on for a long time the other night. But otherwise, the yelling, the screaming. Now, sometimes I'll hear cars, like they're loud cars. But I really don't hear much inside the house. I have to go outside to hear it. But on the water, too, like if the neighbor has their music going, which is not uncommon at all, I can sing along to it. I mean, I know what they're playing because on the water, the sound carries. So, yeah, I know every song they play if I go out back. Oops, sorry, I didn't realize I was getting off screen. I agree. A quiet home is a blessing. Oh no, I hear everything. Yeah, Monique, a 17-year-old girl um, was killed, what, night before last? I think she was in a golf cart and a razor bike, I think, hit her. And she had people in her golf cart with her. Or at least one other person. That person did not die. But yeah, you hear about this all the time. It's either drunks on the lake, which that really hacks me off, because those people are endangering everybody else on the lake. It's like with drunk drivers. Drunk drivers, absolutely, I'll get madder at that than any other thing I can think of. Because they're not just endangering their own life, they're endangering everybody on the road, and they don't have a right to do that, in my opinion. And I know it's epidemic. People do it all over the place, but I absolutely hate it. Gets me more angry than anything, I think. And same thing down here. They get drunk, go out on the lake, and injure themselves, injure other people. And it's just the nature of the beast. I mean, it's nothing new, but when you live on the lake, holiday weekends are the worst for that. All right, now I've lost my pencil. I guess it doesn't matter. It does, though, because it'll bother me. So, anyway. So many snowbirds. Oh, yeah, it's kind of like that. I think in Texas, too. My sister lived in Oregon. Terry showed up. I understand. Yeah. And if you're a full-time resident here, I mean, we all complain the same, but at the same time, and I'm not foolish enough not to recognize that if it wasn't for the weekend tourist people, my taxes would be insane. So on one hand, I have to be grateful that they buy these houses and pay the property taxes so that I don't carry that whole burden, because then I couldn't afford to live here. So they have a right to come and use their property, no doubt. But a lot of times I just think, and I've said this before, and you guys think, oh God, get over it. I know a lot of them do not behave like this in their own environment, wherever they come from. I know that. And that's the thing that upsets me is, would you behave this way in your neighborhood at home? You wouldn't. You wouldn't let your dogs run around and crap in everybody else's yard. That's, I think, the thing that annoys the hell out of me is, like the rules are different here because we don't have fences, I guess. And it's not like there's a no fence rule or anything. I mean, I suppose if you wanted a fence, you could put a fence up. But, yeah, I guess because there's no fence, it's no big deal if you let your dog come in my yard and use it as a lavatory. I have a problem with that. Because I don't send my cat down to your house, I promise you. I wish I could, but yeah, I don't. So those are the sorts of things that annoy me is, if you were respectful and would do it at your own house in the city, well then chances are it'd be okay here. But I know they don't behave that way at their own neighborhoods. I know they don't. They don't play their music loud. They don't, they don't disrupt their neighbors. But down here at the lake, see, all of a sudden everything's permissible. Nah, well, get over yourself. It's taken me 6 months to draw this sucker, huh? Or this lollipop. But it's going to look good when I'm done. I already like it. I like the colors. And it's going to look really good when it's shaded. They're on vacation when they're here, so they don't have to do anything. Do they police the lake for DUIs? Well, yes, they do, but only certain areas, Beth Ann. There are certain areas that are known party. Well, in fact, one of them is named Party Cove, so you know what's going on there. Um, they patrol over there. Yes, some of them are popular party areas. They do, but all over the lake, no, they don't. People go back in these coves and do anything they want. Promise you. And they're not really necessarily on vacation either. I mean, this is just their lake house. Anyway, bitch, bitch, bitch. About 4 o'clock, I'll be out there doing the see you later bye dance. Sounds like common courtesy is in short supply. Sometimes, yes. Common courtesy is absolutely in short supply. Um, but I don't know. It's just a different way of thinking. I mean, I guess they figure they're here. There are no rules. And that's always been my complaint with being here is, like, what, you think there are no rules here? You can just throw your trash out the window? What the hell? I don't have that problem as much now as I used to. I will say that. I don't wake up to trash in my yard like I used to. Used to be it was horrible, but I think there were a lot more people who drank years ago too. The crowd has definitely changed. I will say that. It has definitely changed. All right, here we go. That one's, and I'll save all the shading, everything for later. I will leave these out. All right, what other kind of sucker do we want? These are real transparent kind of suckers, so I was thinking I would do one like shades of pink or something. Like that one's pretty, pink and red. Do I want that? What color did you guys say? I know you gave me color options and I forgot. Ooh, the blue and purple and white is pretty. Let's do blue, purple, and white. Blue, purple, and white is what we're doing. But then I have one more, the smaller one that I gotta do. So if you come up with a color scheme, but the blue, purple, and white is really pretty. So we're doing that. And I love the Parma. Either the Dahlia or the Parma. Where's the Parma? Oh, wrong. I'm going to use the same blue as I used in that. And white. All right. All vacation spots are somewhat like that here in Branson. Our police forces great and keeps a lot of that wild party stuff closed down. Yeah. I might do that, Monique. I'm going to do this one in the blue and the purple. I think they try to, but out here on Monkey Island, honestly, the police are so far away, I think is what it is. We're out here, like, they've got to be over in Jay and Grove in the more highly populated areas, and I think they assume that we will self-police or something out here. But we don't have, like our own police department. We only have county police. Grove has their own police department. Jay has their own. But the county sheriff's department really has to do the bulk of it. They really do. I'm going to darken that swirl a little bit. I'll use a 7. Yeah, so we kind of have to self-police. That's why for years and years, the city of Grove, which is one of the closest towns to me, it's maybe 20 miles away. You have to remember, I'm in Oklahoma. This was a dry state for many, many, many years. But even when I moved here, I've lived here, 20, bought it in 95, moved in 96. So I've been here 22 years now. The city of Grove did not allow establishments that served alcohol in their city limits. And so people would come out to Monkey Island. That's why all the bars were out on Monkey Island, is because people came out here to party, to drink, because you couldn't get a drink in Grove. And I'm not sure about Veneta. I think you could get a drink in Veneta. You might have had to bring your own bottle. But yeah, like, honestly, talk about a backwards area. And that's pretty common. Oklahoma was one of the last states that would allow alcohol to be sold by the drink. And you still can't buy hard alcohol on Sunday here. Just, I don't know, since I've moved here, could you buy beer on Sunday? You could, let me think what that law was. It was something really crazy. It was like you couldn't buy refrigerated beer. Well, you still can't buy, I don't think, unless they've changed this, but you cannot buy refrigerated 6% beer to this day, I don't think. But it was some weird rule like that. It was just like, who dreams this stuff up, really? Like, this is crazy. I mean, because if you want to drink on Sunday, go buy it Saturday night. Like, hello, who you think you're kidding here? And Jean is streaming, I'm sure, this afternoon, so I don't have a huge amount of time left. In New Zealand, when I still lived there, you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays at the store, but you could get a drink at the pub. And see, I don't know. I'm trying to think if the bars are open here on Sunday. I guess they are. I don't, you guys, I haven't been in a bar. I did have a margarita the other night. We went to dinner with friends, and I had a margarita with dinner. But honestly, I bet you I haven't been in a bar. I can't even think how long it might have been since I was in a bar. I don't know if they serve alcohol on Sundays here or not. Some dumb control freak thinks these things they are not happy with their own lives. Maybe that's it, Suze. I don't know. Yeah, that has. I don't know that we have any dry counties anymore, Norma. But yeah, that used to be kind of the norm in Oklahoma. That there were a lot of dry counties. Ours was one of the final dry counties left. No alcohol on Sundays. I think they've changed that though, but I don't know. I really don't because I don't go out. Yeah, don't go in bars. Never order a drink in a bar, and occasionally in a restaurant. But I have to say that margarita the other night, it did taste really, really good. And I order margaritas out because I don't know how to make my own. I know. Don't make fun of me. I could look it up. I could Google it, I know. But then I'd have to have all the ingredients in the house, too. That's where the problem would start. I guess I like this. Haven't decided yet. If not, I'll go back in and add another color where the white is. But the sucker I looked at had the white. Yeah, I like it. Looking in the camera, I like it. In Oz, maybe. I'm trying to think if we drank in Oz. I had a beer with Squiz one night in Oz. And we stopped. We had a drink that night before we went on the tram dinner. And then I did drink some wine. A little bit. I didn't like their wine. It was too dry. I might have ordered a scotch too. I don't remember. I know I probably thought for as much as I paid for this crazy thing, I ought to order a drink. Because you paid a flat price for all your alcohol, all your food, everything. But I really don't remember. And I didn't intend for this, but look how it kind of came out striped anyway. I did not intend that at all. Just happened. Because this one, the colors were all so jumbled in this picture that I just made it up as I went along. All right. And then the last one we will do, I think I will do kind of a pink. Pink, pink, pink. Or melon or whatever color. And then I don't know if I'll keep working on this while Jean is streaming or not. I've got some other stuff I would like to get done. I don't think I can get it done this afternoon for sure. So you lost it for about 15 minutes? Holy cow. I wish they could get that figured out because that's so annoying. Not just for me as a streamer, but for people who, their time is valuable. I don't know. It annoys me. Annoys me. Just something else to annoy me. Something else to whine about. Thanks. I'll get out all my pinks and we'll just see what colors we like. This is kind of the one I was wanting. Yeah. Let's do those. Let's do shades of pink. What the heck? Got a sharpen here. I'll show you the sharpener here in just a second. Everybody has different sharpeners, things they like, what their favorite is. But these Alvin ones have gotten to be my absolute favorite. They're brass. This one's M&R. The other one I have is an Alvin. Like them both very much. This one is really heavy. It's really nice. You can replace the blades. 18 is legal in New Zealand. Oh my gosh, that's too young. Have a bunch of idiots running around here if you did that. I'm not sure what color I'm going to use yet, so I'm just sharpening them all. I think I'm going to do the hot pink. This one is a bad pencil. I can hear it as I'm trying to sharpen. That I don't think I will be using. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. You like the swirls? Yeah, I'm liking them. I'm liking them. They'll look really good when I finish them. Alright, there's pink. This may be the lighter pink. I think it will be the lighter pink. Now I have to decide if I want this or if I go with a darker and make it more bright. I think I'm going to go with the brighter. Yeah, I think I'll go with the brighter. And then I'm going to do these, I think, yellow and blue or yellow and green. I haven't decided yet. I'm actually getting hungry. My breakfast didn't last very long today. Well, it's 2 o'clock. No wonder. Is it 2? Yeah, 2 o'clock. So I've been on. I better start watching my recording here pretty quick. Oh, wait, because I did multiples. Never mind. I'm okay on my recording for a little while. She she's cutting toenails. I'm assuming halls means holidays, right? I don't even know what I want to eat. I'm sitting here thinking about food, so I know. Um, and this is looking kind of messy right now, but by the time I do the shadows, what's graphite right now will clean up, I promise. And if it doesn't, I'll be mad as hell. How about that? Oh, one fun thing is, and I didn't water this morning. I got to go out and do that here in a minute. I have flowers on all my maters now, so it won't be long and I'll be having homegrown maters, which makes me very, very happy. And I don't know if I told you guys, my cucumbers came up like in 2 days. I couldn't believe it. So I like when a plan comes together. Okay, we're done with that. All right. Doesn't look like I got much done today, huh? Trying to fix the grilled ham. Thing that keeps cutting off and on for some reason. That's weird, Teresa. Did Robert lose weight? Well, no, not that I could tell, Lynn. I think he ate out a lot. Yeah, I don't think he. I don't think he lost weight. Not at all. All right, I still have some figuring out to do. These are going to be jelly bean bushes. Those are gumdrop or gumball machines. These are gumdrops. I'll do these two. Suckers, and then I think I'm going to do this one over here, yellow, since I got yellow up there, or red up there, or yellow over there. Yeah, if he lost weight, Lynn, it was hard to tell. And the neighbors were really good to him. They made sure he was eating. Don't think I will use odorless mineral spirits to fix these colors, but I don't know. I'll decide that later. I've got to eat first. I pushed pretty hard on that, and then I'll go back and add the white highlights later, either with, well, probably white pasta. That's what I'll do. You're grilling chicken. Thanks, Dorothy. Trying to think what. Do I want that sucker green or blue? I think I'm going to do blue. Well, I don't know. It's hard being me. Let me see what color I might want. I think I'm going to do it blue, but I'm going to do it in a different shade of blue since I've used that other one twice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do... Look looking for the kind of lollipop that I want. All right, I'm thinking, you guys. Sorry. Thinking. Flipping through. They're all so pretty. I'm trying to pick out a color, what color I want. You know what? Orange might be nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do an orange one. Thanks, Beth Ann. Yep, I think this one's going to be orange. Because then it'll be able, because it's going to be translucent in the end, right? So I'm going to have to add some white back in. I should have erased that first. And then where you can see the sucker stick going up into the sucker, yeah. I haven't decided if I'm going to do all that green or what. Just haven't decided yet. I might add more. You never know. Just getting basic colors down now. And then I don't know if I want to do the graham crackers or if I want to do them, you know, like all colorful. Do it red. Too late now, Dorothy. Too late. I can add another one, you know, like over in here, and maybe I should. Maybe that's what I should do is put another red sucker right in here. But I've got the pink over here, you know, because as I'm adding these colors, I'm trying to think of balance too. But I'm about ready to call it a day because I came on early. Give this some more thought. I may come back on. Well, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to paint the carport. I think this down here, the background will be green. Here will be blue. But there'll be lettering up here. So, yeah. Yeah, these gumdrops down here, I don't know, you can see them. I've got like a row of gumdrops, and maybe there's going to be more than a row. Like shrubbery of gumdrops. That's what this is going to be down here. And the way I'll do the gumdrops is just, you know, like a gumdrop shape, and I'll do them in all different colors. Every color I've used on here will be used in the gumdrops. But here's your red gumdrop. And then I'll shade it, of course, to give it some depth. Right. Let me see. Let me get the color out here. Because I'm going to have to get it out here sooner or later. Too bad you can't do Rock Candy Road. Needs to be in 3D. Yeah. And I think I need a lot more skill than I have, Teresa. This is how I'll finish the gumdrops, though. And same thing with the suckers or anything, you know, like you guys know how to shade. And I won't have to draw a shadow on the ground, you know, that they're throwing. But then to indicate, because this is my favorite part of gumdrops, is the sugar. On the outside. So that's how I'll finish them. And they'll be all colorful. I like green gumdrops because they're usually mint flavored. So there you go. There's a quick gumdrop finish for you. That's why I'm waiting for them for last, because they'll be so easy. There's your little gumdrop for today. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry for a gumdrop now. You got a red gumdrop, Monique. All right, ladies, I'm going to call it a day for now. I may or may not, I'll give it some thought. I may or may not continue to work on this. If I decide to come back and work on it, I may do an impromptu stream. Yeah, I'll do the Winkus cell on something for sure, Teresa. Yeah, the red gumdrops are cinnamon. Some of them are, yeah. But yeah, if I decide to come back on and do some more, I'd like to do it on stream so you guys can see how I'm going to finish this. I think Jean's coming on here in 30, 45 minutes, something like that. So thanks for coming. I'll decide if I want that to be graham cracker or if I just want it to be colorful road. Yeah, just still got decisions to make, but we made some headway. So have a great day. If you've watched this on YouTube, thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it.